Hi everybody, it's Dr. Freddie for this week's episode of Dr. Freddie Said So. And today we're going to talk about the number one thing to actually improve your posture. We're out here actually in the forest admiring God's creation, and it's amazing. This 70-foot tree has fallen down here from a recent windstorm and another one behind it. And you'd think an amazing strong tree would be able to withstand the force of the wind. But it's just like your body. The life of this tree is largely determined by its core, and the strength of the inside of that tree is much more important than how pretty it looks on the outside. So in reality, even though the tree looks strong and pretty on the outside, the inside you can see was weak. And through disease, and this has caused the inside of the trunk to get weaker and weaker, so that the stress of the wind was able to push this tree that's been here for over 100 years probably to be pushed over very easily. So really the same for your body. If you're suffering from back pain, neck issues, or you're thinking that you have bad posture, you know what? The most important thing to help with your posture is to have a strong core. Your spine is your core. It's the deepest part of the body that helps keep your structure strong and keeps you tall and keeps you able to move. But if the inside of the spine, if it's out of alignment and crooked, just like this tree, then it is actually going to be weaker when it's under the stress of life. And just think, what stresses do you have that can cause your spine to get weaker and weaker? Well, it's everything from sitting at the computer, driving a car, having bad sleep habits. There's so many things that happen for children all the way to seniors now. And by the time we see somebody over a cane or a walker or a wheelchair or bed rest, you know, it doesn't start just like the tree. This problem didn't start when the wind blew. The problem didn't start when you started feeling pain. It's often something that had been weakening over years. So one of the best ways you can do to help strengthen your spine, your core, is to actually do an exercise called a plank. And a plank is a very simple exercise, some of you may be familiar of, but I'm going to show you some variations from a very simple plank where you will be on your hands. Some of you might need to start on your knees and keeping your back straight, your head looking straight down, and just hold that for about 10 seconds. Some of you, if it gets 20, 30, when you get to about a minute of doing that, then you should be able to go up onto your toes. And some of you that can do that for about a minute, you could start doing it on your side. On one hand, you can do a variation on your elbows as well. You could do one with one foot in the air at a time. That's a more challenging version. You can do one arm in the air. You can do one arm and one leg in the air. I won't try the no arm one because that one might hurt. But that exercise, if done regularly, you could do that 3-4 times. You could even do that daily. It's going to strengthen the interior muscles surrounding your spine and help keep that posture strong. Now, some of you that are already very strong and fit can hold the plank for a minute. That's great. But remember, that doesn't actually fix a bad spine. So it's very important to make sure you get a checkup by a corrective chiropractor to make sure that your spine is in the proper alignments. There's scientific measurements to which the spine should line up. From the back, it should be straight. From the side, it should have nice, smooth S-shaped curves, as well as a very important curve of 42 degrees in the neck. All those curves determine the health of the nervous system running through your spine. And just like the tree, if the spine is out of alignment, it's not going to look pretty on the outside, but more importantly, it's going to damage the life of that body of the tree on the inside. So you don't want to be like a crooked tree that falls over very easily under stress. You want to have a strong spine and a strong nervous system. So try that core, that plank exercise, but again, you make sure you get your spine checked, because a strong core with a crooked spine still is not a healthy individual. So I look forward to hearing from you. Put any comments in our boxes below here on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram. You can follow us on those social media sites. Ask any questions you like. I'm here to help. This is Dr. Freddie for this week's episode of Dr. Freddie Said So. Have a blessed day.